Good morning. I am John Lennon here today to unveil more truth on what happened in the past, and it's still hidden from the public. Yes, correct. You are still in the dark about many things in your reality. You need to accept the truth without any pretenses and prejudgments to receive it freely. I have no doubt that most of the humans know who I am. I initiated the creation of the rock group named Beatles. The band made fans to be ecstatic and cry during our concerts. First, I met Paul McCartney, and we clicked right away and started to make great music together. Later on, two more members came along, Ringo Starr and George Harrison. Our journey as a band began. We loved to make our music together. We were extremely popular. Fans were even fainting during our shows. A black cloud appeared on our horizon. The dark controllers wanted us to join them and to spread drugs to our fans during our concerts, to give mind control mechanism drugs to young people. We were not interested to be part of the darkness and refused to hand out drugs to fans. Our refusal created animosity towards us. They decided to teach us a lesson by trying to scare us. They tampered with Paul McCartney's car brakes. This was supposed to teach our group a lesson. Unfortunately, it backfired. Paul was going very fast in his small convertible car, and his brakes would not work. He ended up in a horrible accident in 1966. Paul got killed in the crash. His head got removed from his body from the car accident. This event didn't go as planned for the negative ones. They were afraid on how our fans would react if they found out about Paul McCartney dying. He got replaced by another musician who was dark and looked similar to the real Paul, but he still needed to have plastic surgery done to his face to make him look more like the original McCartney. The management tried to do damage control as soon as the rumor about Paul McCartney's death spread between our followers. We ended up with someone who pretended to be him. This affected me to the point that I started to take drugs myself, even though before I was against them. After 1966, nothing was the same anymore. We didn't like working with the fake McCartney. He mainly cared only about the money, and we also didn't like lying to our fans about it, so we gave clues to our followers. We gave our fans a big clue that the real Paul McCartney was dead in our 1967 music video, Your Mother Should Know. We had the fake Paul McCartney wearing a black rose on his suit, while the three of us wore red roses on our suits. We gave our fans another clue in our Abbey Road album cover, that the real Paul McCartney was not alive anymore. On the photo of this album, we presented a funeral. On the right, I was dressed in all white, symbolizing a priest. Ringo was dressed in all black, representing an undertaker. At a very left of the photo, George was dressed in all denim. He represented a gravedigger. The fake Paul McCartney was walking barefoot, symbolizing a dead corpse. The imposter Paul also held a cigarette in his right hand, despite being left-handed, showing that he was not the real McCartney. We tried to continue our music, and it didn't work. I left Beatles in 1969. The new Paul McCartney announced to the press that the band got disbanded in 1970, and it officially got formalized in 1974. I was planning to reveal the truth to the public about the Beatles. The Dark Ones were afraid that I was going to do this. It was not a crazy fan who killed me on December 8, 1980. This was purposely done by the negative ones to keep me permanently silent. After over 50 years, humans still think it was just a conspiracy theory about Paul McCartney's death. Many of you by now know that most of the stories end up being true. The Paul McCartney living in your world today is a fake one. The original McCartney died in a car accident in 1966. The darkness keeps everyone in delusion and ignorance. There were many hints about Paul's departure from us. Why would we make up stories about someone's death? It would be foolish on our end. The reality I lived in, it was already controlled by dark entities. During the 60s, people still believed that light would always win over evil. Now humankind has less faith in justice to prevail, after years and years of being manipulated and lied from every direction. Please remember, don't ever give up. Thank you. Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces. Be yourselves. John Lennon. Channeled by Erena Velazquez, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces.